Purposeful leadership means intentionally engaging the mission and the people that you are on mission with your true self and the best that you have to offer in any given moment. We tend to step out into the world and assume that everything is out here, but that's never true. We're coming to this space with our perceptions, our experiences, even our present moment sense, and that's really the full picture of what's happening. So purposeful leadership enabled me to see myself and gave me insight into the lens through which I'm seeing people and situations so that I could lead from a more real space.
It's trying to find, what you're good at, what you like to do, but more importantly, like what motivates you and brings, that spark, that life to not only your work, but to your life.
Purposeful leadership means to me that as a leader, I'm intentional with how I include others. I provide a space for growth and shared values, and ultimately a mindset of empowerment that pushes us forward. Given that our team has strengths and traits that make us unique, bringing heart to Summa helped us understand how to work better together. We are better team members for it. We work better together than as individuals. Our strengths and our skill sets allow us to embrace each other in the workplace.
When you stop being conscious of things, you can start to slip into the gray areas and not stay as focused and present on what's going on. So we have to stop and listen and be curious and understand the perspective, and that it is a perspective. It's being conscious of all of that.
It's really just allowed me to be more mindful. It was something I was working on before, and then this program really helps solidify it. We're thinking about what's next, and it's about being here in the now and taking the time to focus on what you're working on.
I find myself more aware of my posture, my facial expressions, all of those things that are elements of an equation that can lead to how people perceive and interact.
I think we've all experienced crumbs, which is either as the giver or the receiver, when we can't come to a situation with our whole selves. That effect is like a ripple effect or a domino effect of kind of distributing crumbs or coming to the space with crumbs. I imagine if leaders were fully present, that would physically and emotionally be felt by the community and make an impact that was both individual and ranging significantly across all of us as a unit.
As a community evolves, so must our leaders. We need them to have a clear vision, a future for our community, understanding the challenges and opportunities ahead, and to be able to communicate that path forward. Inspiring and motivating others to contribute is never easy, and purposeful leaders persevere and foster that passion in others. They communicate openly, and that transparency in the process is so important. They find new ways to approach situations and embrace ideas from the outsiders. Being inclusive and purposeful drives that prosperity.
I wish you could apply for this program like every decade of your working life. Like when you get out of college and you're like just, oh my God, I gotta get a job. And this could be helpful to help you kind of really focus find that spark. Or when you're in your 30s and you have a young family and you're like trying to figure it all out and you're running ragged, this could help you really focus. And then as you start to get on with your career, really think about, what your legacy wants to be.
I would recommend this program to anyone. It teaches you about who you are, your strengths, your personality traits, but also about others and how to interact better with one another. It outlines the areas in my life where I can grow and where I can make the most impact. As a leader at work and at home and in my community, purposeful leadership gave me a space to grow emotionally and mentally.
The tools that were given during the program to really help work through some of the things that are a little more challenging, having the perspective, having those tools and the feedback from the coach to work through, I strongly encourage anyone, do it for sure.